Hello, hello. It is so good to see you guys today. Thank you for joining me. I am here today with Donna Barwald, and she's a professional organizer. And I know many of us want to clean our homes, but we can't clean until our homes are organized and we can actually get to the places that we clean. So today we're going to have a really fun conversation, and I'm so excited. Please help me welcome Donna Barwald. Hey, Donna.
Hi, thanks very much for having me.
When we got married, we did not have enough money to have a great big fancy wedding reception. And we got married a little bit later in life. So we decided that instead of having a great big fancy wedding reception, we would take the money and we would invest it into the house. And that way, if we ever sold the house, we'd get the equity back from the
Mhm.
party. But we would just invite people over, kind of like an open house. So that was going to be our big wedding reception. When it came time to serve food, we thought we could try to buy fancy dishes, crystal, and all these things to make it a really elaborate event. Or right at the county line where we go from North Carolina over to South Carolina, there was this great big pottery store where they sold all the glass dishes that you rent from the fancy places for $1 a piece.
Mm.
So you could get each individual cup, saucers, plates, all the things that you need at $1 a piece. So we figured out how many people we were going to invite over, and we went and we bought one of each of those pieces instead of renting them. Because if we rented them, we would be renting them at $1 a piece. But if we bought them, then we owned them, and then we could either sell them or we could give them away or we could just use them. So it made more sense to us to just buy them and then own them. And if we broke them, we don't have to replace them. We just own them and then
Right.
whoopsie, they broke. So we went ahead, we bought these all, and this is 21 years ago. Well, to this day, every meal we've eaten has been on these glass fancy dishes that we bought, and we just put different colored chargers for different holidays underneath them. So
Mhm.
all the dishes, like the fancy china and the dishes that my husband used when he was a bachelor and all these other dishes we have never even used. We just have used these clear glass dishes with the fancy designs in them that we bought for originally for our wedding. And what's really weird is we've lost a couple pieces over the years, or one has dropped and broken, or what, again, whoopsie. But we had lots of them, right? So we got a cupboard full of all these dishes. And the interesting point, instead of us not using the fancy stuff, if you're going to have it, use it. It doesn't make any sense to have a bunch of really nice stuff. And I know lots of people over the years, we've cleaned hundreds of people's china cabinets where they
Mhm.
have dishes and silver and all different kinds of platters and things that they use once or twice a year on the holidays, like Thanksgiving or Christmas or Mother's Day, because they don't want to ruin it or whatever. They're saving it for a special occasion. Why not make every day a special occasion and just really enjoy the heck out of it? Because we only live life once. And if we're going to have a bunch of stuff we never use, why hang on to it? And then if we have it and it means something to us, why not use it?
And I tell people, why do your guests deserve better things than you? You
Mhm.
deserve nice things just because you don't have anybody over. Use it. And when you think about that, it's like you deserve nice things. Seriously, if you're holding on to like ratty towels and you buy some at Costco and you like them and they're nice and you shove the old ones to the back or whatever, why do you have these? You deserve
Mhm.
nice towels. And so get rid of the junk, keep the best, reduce the rest. If you're going to have backup, okay. But here's the thing, people always go for their favorites. You have those dishes, but you have attachment to the glass and to the ones that you bought for the open house. And so people are always going to go for their favorites, even if you've got choices and choices and choices. So my philosophy is you don't need all the backups because given the opportunity, you're going to reach for your favorite mug. You like big mugs. What do you need all those little tiny promotional mugs for? You think somebody's going to come over, you're going to have a coffee party, or you're not going to wash your coffee mugs for ages. I mean, there's just two of you, right?
Mhm.
So it's taken up space and it's aggravating. Another one of my famous sayings is aggravation is motivation. If I have to be aggravated every time I go into this cabinet because I can't get what I want easily, then I'm going to organize, declutter, get it to a place where it's easy because I don't need aggravation in my life. I tell people, whatever aggravates you most in the morning, that's the first thing that you should be on your list for when you're going to declutter. And you should make an appointment to declutter, put it in your calendar. It's just as important as anything else you do. People go to yoga, that's in their calendar. Put it in your calendar that you're going to organize at least 3 times a week, just like exercising, so that you can get rid of this aggravation and then keep a list all the time. Put it in the notes in your phone. Note to self.
This is so awesome. We've learned so much from you today, and this is just phenomenal. I could just listen to you all day, and we've learned so much. Awesome.
It's
Thank
been a
you so much
pleasure.
for joining us today. And I
Thank
want to
you so
thank
much for
everybody
having me.
here for going along on this ride with us. And thank you again, Donna, for joining us. This
Thank
was
you.
so insightful and very helpful.